Bugle, audio newspaper for a visual world.
Hello, Buglers, and welcome to issue 192 of the Bugle, audio newspaper for a visual world, with me, Zaltor the Merciless, here in my dominion, where all who dare live tremble in fear of my vengeance, give or take. And joining me from New York, the city that never sleeps. That's not a compliment. Margaret Thatcher only had 4 hours a night, and you wouldn't want to live inside her. It's the Manhattan Mirthman himself, John Oliver.
Hello, Andy. Hello, Buglers. Andy, a couple of weeks ago, I got the chance to interview Herman Cain. And I leapt at that chance, Andy, like a kangaroo. In fact, more specifically, I leapt at that chance like a kangaroo who'd just been given the opportunity to interview Herman Cain. Because there's no way that a kangaroo is turning that down, Andy. Even kangaroos would like some answers as to what the Herman Cain's presidential campaign was all about, and how the he led in the polls for an entire month. They'd also like to know why he brought up kangaroos so little on the campaign trail. It seems like a glaring omission, especially as he seemed to bring up just about everything else. But it was a very strange sensation to be sitting opposite someone who was, 6 months ago, leading in the polls to be the next Republican presidential nominee. Now, I've made fun of Herman Cain in the past, Andy, as of you. You know, I've referred to his presidential campaign as a book tour that got out of hand, and I stand by that description, especially after having met him. But it was a profoundly weird experience to be making fun of him to his face, and an even weirder experience for him not to seem to mind about that. I couldn't work out if he didn't know what was happening, did know but didn't care, or just knew that there were cameras there filming him and was therefore as happy as a clam. I'm fairly sure it was the third one. But it is worth looking up on the internet, this interview, if only for the final few moments where I asked Herman Cain to deliver a speech as president to inspire the inhabitants of the world if the world was attacked by aliens. And rather than saying, what? Or, well, no, of course I'm not going to do that. Instead of those two obvious responses, he f***ing did it, Andy. And his speech was so smooth, I couldn't help thinking that this wasn't the first time he played that speech out in his head. And he was just happy that he was finally getting a venue in which to air it. In fact, I think he may well have spent more time thinking about how he would react if the world was attacked by aliens than anything else during his entire presidential campaign.
Did it make you think that he might have been the one that got away for America?
Well, I mean, that is the question, isn't it? I would never want him to be president, Andy, but I always want him to be running for president. And if the world ever does get attacked by aliens, I can't say he wouldn't be my first choice.
Did you get any good pizza recipes off him, John?
I didn't. Oh. I didn't, Andy, but that's because he doesn't have any. Godfather is a gastronomic atrocity.
So, this is Bugle 192, meaning we've now done so many Bugles that the entire output would take nearly 6 entire days to listen to. Meaning that if you transcribe the Bugle, it would now be almost twice as long as the Bible, and would have almost half the total amount of bullshit of it.
Whoa! Whoa, Andy. Whoa.
There are 774,746 words in the Bible. Presumably that's only in one specific translation of it, but I'm prepared to go with that. And those words include the phrase, well, you'll just have to trust me on this one, said God, on 83 separate occasions. But ironically, if you dial that number, 774-746, into a telephone, you get through to the Vatican's emergency helpline to report finding an escaped nun.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, read into that what you want. This is for the week beginning Monday, the 30th of April, 2012. The 29th of April, this Sunday. What a day for celebrity wedding anniversaries, John. 1 year for Prince William and Kate Middleton. Well done. Well done to the K-Dog. 1 year as a princess. Still hasn't pricked her finger on a spindle and fallen into a 100-year coma, or got funky with a frog, or been caught living in a sordid ménage à oui with a load of dwarves, or turned up pissed on a stormy night at someone's house, demanded a free room for the night, and then complained about the bed being uncomfortable. So she's done well, John, to avoid falling into those classic traps. But it's not only their wedding anniversary, John, but very much their spiritual predecessors as a romantic couple, the 67th wedding anniversary of Adolf Hitler, the professional shithead, and Eva Braun, a woman who had, at the very best, a questionable taste in men. So that's Sunday's their wedding anniversary, meaning that Monday, the 30th,
that's nice.
is the 67th anniversary of A, them committing suicide, and B, Eva Brown uttering her most famous quotation, which was, "Worst honeymoon ever." And her second most famous quotation, "Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me?" Oh, it is a gun. "And you are pleased to see me as well." "Oh, that's nice. And you bought me something." "Oh, Hitler, how romantic." "Thanks, Hitler." "How lovely, I'll wear it with my new negligee." "Oh, hang on, I thought it was a pair of silk stockings, but it is actually a capsule of cyanide." Well, do I like it? Well, Hitler, it's not exactly what a girl wants. I know we're married, Hitler, but this is too kinky for me. "Oh, it's not supposed to be kinky." "Oh, right, okay. You want me to what? Because Germany is whatted, and the Allies are going to what your what if they catch you alive? Crumbs, Hitler, you really are majoring on the or for worse bit of those vows. Man, I should have sorted out a prenup when I had the chance. And FYI, Hitler, I know the bunker is atmospheric, but it's not what I wanted for my special day. Look, I know the other venues were booked out. Sorry, bombed out. But come on. No, I'm not nagging you. No, this doesn't always happen when people get married. No, I don't want to change you. I just like it if you shave the moustache. Look, well, it's not all about what you want anymore, Hitler. Don't try and change the subject. This is important. Hitler, do not shoot yourself when I'm talking to you. Hitler, I'm your wife now." 67 years ago on Monday. As always, a section of the Bugle is going straight in the bin this week. A best of the world's press in our new Bugle Digest section, including from the Peruvian jellygraph. Lima Zoo admits miracle limbless miniature horse is in fact a worm. From the Minsk Metropolog, a review of the slow-moving hit Belarusian TV drama series set in a rural village entitled The Man Who Ate a Turnip. And also a feature from the Chicago Groin about cage fighting for the elderly. That article is entitled Granny Slam. Sticks and stones can break their bones, but a chair smash to the head could kill them. That's in the bin.